Hi, my name is Tejay McDonald, and this is my video for the role of advocacy in achieving academic excellence. Hope you enjoy it. Hi guys, my story starts off Friday night around 6:30 p.m. I come into the library at George Brown Castle Loma location. Yes, the library on Friday night. How cool am I? I decided that I want to take school very, very seriously and put in a little extra hours to achieve my personal academic excellence. So I arrive at the library and I take a look around and I see that there's only a handful of students and 2 study rooms available. So I decide to sign out a study room. I go to the front desk to collect the key for the study room, and the librarian asks me if there's anyone else joining me. I inform the librarian it is just me, there's no one else joining me, and she says that the policy states that there has to be 2 or more people, and unfortunately she cannot give me the key. I look around the room, I see that there's only a handful of students. Again, I have questions, so I politely ask the librarian if these policies were enforced, if I was the only person in the library. It really disappointed me that I couldn't have access to these resources in support of my own studying and the sacrifice I made on Friday night. I asked to speak to someone different, and she said that someone would be back in 15 minutes, that I could speak to them regarding this. So I waited. 15 minutes later, another librarian arrives, and I ask the same question, if this policy was enforced, even if 2 study rooms were empty, and the librarian said, yes, this policy was enforced, and no, I cannot have a study room. I got very disappointed at this response, so I asked to have the email of the head librarian or the person that designed these policies, because I wanted to email them regarding these policies. The librarian gave me the email, and I found a little quiet spot in the library to write out my email. So I started typing my email, and I started out by introducing myself, saying that I was new to George Brown and I'd run into a conundrum regarding the library policy, and I was wondering if she could give me some clarification. And I stated the situation where there being only a handful of students in the library, 2 study rooms available, and that I couldn't get access to the resources of a study room to help me in achieving my academic excellency. I received the response the next day, and it stated that the policymaker was very disappointed and sorry about the experience, the negative experience that I had regarding this library policy. Very kindly, they clarified the policy for me, stating that these rooms were for groups and that an individual can book these rooms, but they must give priority to a group. So if I was in a room by myself and a group needed access to this room, they would get the priority over me. I would have to leave the room. And I totally understood this, and in a sort of way, it did show that my initial reaction, or my initial experience with the library, was not supposed to happen. I was supposed to get access to these study rooms. And if it wasn't for me writing the email to the librarian, stating my frustrations regarding the policy, I probably wouldn't have access to the study room right now to make this video. Hey, I just wanted to take this time to thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it.